Hi, I'm Howard Sumner with Howard Sumner Real Estate in Billings, Montana, and this is the market update for December 2012. What I want to do is an informational goal of getting you the best real estate information for Yellowstone County and the Billings area that I can. I've been doing this all my career for the past 30 years. The first thing that you really want to see in terms of what's transpired in the last 12 months is, number one, what's happened to closed residential transactions. Well, 2011 to 2012, closed residential transactions are up 18%, indicating quite a recovery from the bottom of the market in 2011. The next thing that we want to do is look at future activity, which is houses that are under contract but not yet closed. And when you compare 2011 end of the year to 2012, that number is up 24%. The other thing that comes into play, both with the sales and the pending sales, is what's going on with the inventory. And when you compare inventory levels from 2011 to 2012, we've seen a decrease of 23% in inventory. So you can see that the market overall has been improving substantially. Of course, when you look at all those numbers, then everyone says, well, what's happened to pricing? Where are we at in the pricing market? Well, what we've seen when you take into account not only the average sales price, but also the size that is selling, what you've seen is a good solid 3.5% appreciation in the marketplace from 2011 to 2012. Now, the important comment that I'd make to you is if you go back to 2008, that same percentage is about what we've seen. So instead of like the rest of the country that has dropped substantially, we've been a pretty stable market throughout. 2011 was definitely the bottom in terms of transactions, pricing, and those types of items. The other thing that I'd mention in terms of pricing is what you want to do is take a look at it and say, well, what are the driving factors? Well, it's just like the stock market. If you have a company that's increasing earnings and is extremely profitable, those companies will have more value, just like Apple has had in the recent past. And the same is true in houses. If you have good location and good condition, you may actually outperform the market, whereas if you have you might have good location but poor condition, you might actually underperform the market. And that's important to understand if you're looking at a home, not only to purchase but to sell. The other thing that we want to take a look at is how long is it taking to get a home sold. Well, in Yellowstone County, the average time from 2011 to 2012 has actually dropped 18%. What we're seeing right now is it takes about 59 days from the time that the house comes on the market to the time that you expect a purchase agreement. You know, moving on from the single-family resale market, what you want to do then is say, what's going on with new construction? I've heard a lot about new construction and where are we gone? Well, if you compare 2011 to 2012, single-family permits in Yellowstone County, Billings, Montana are up 80% from 2011. Now, what you have to understand is 2011 there was only 197 single-family permits issued by the City of Billings, and in 2012 there was a grand total of 355. That's still down from the 427 that was in 2007, but it's quite an improvement year to date. Then the next segment of the residential market is the rental market, and you want to ask yourself, where are we at in that? Well, very similar to the residential inventory, although not quite as much, the number of units available for rent in the Billings area, Yellowstone County, has dropped by 13%, 2011 to 2012. The other thing that's happened is we've seen the average asking price, whether you're talking about a house or whether you're talking about an apartment, we've seen those prices increase approximately 4% across the board. So when you take a look at the total picture, you can see that the residential market in Yellowstone County, Billings, Montana, has been quite an improvement from 2011. We haven't seen the declines that we saw in the rest of the country, but it's a really nice positive thing. Now, what I would like to do is thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you would actually like a written report with all this information, feel free to contact me at www.realestatemontana.com, or you can call me at 406-245-6890. Thank you very much. Have a great day.